Are you going to clap?
Quite large. And basically, the common denominator is that everybody's from a socioeconomic background. Okay. Here at the school, and that would be kids also from mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. We don't deal with drug abuse here. We're just not set up for that. But otherwise, basically, any kind of issue is what we're here for. Like I said, close to 1,000 boys, aged 12 to 22.
Okay, so it's beyond high school as well.
Exactly. We have a college program here, which I'll run you through quickly. Exactly. They actually learn what they're going to do in the IVF. They learn here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like the Iron Dome, which unfortunately is a hot item nowadays. So that's our boys. They learn here, and then they're in the field and in the base.
So that they are here before they join the IVF?
They get permission from the IVF to push off for two to 4 years. Okay. And then they're going to learn here what they do in the IVF. Okay. So it's really a fantastic program.
And then they go to the IVF?
Exactly, directly. Okay. Yeah, we actually, the IVF is here about every week to check out.
Yeah, I saw it in the materials.
Yes.
Connections.
Exactly. So we've got 120 boys in that program alone. Wow. So really exciting. Yeah, I'll show you quickly. We'll run through there. And then this is the residential area. Right? Every boy has a bed.
Everyone's lives here.
So every boy has a bed. About half the boys live here full time. But again, like right now, it's testing periods of what groups called the A-levels. I don't know what you call them. Like the matriculation exams, right? So all the issues at home, they want to be here at the school, a better environment, but not having
without distractions.
So they'll be here like a couple of weeks
there on time.
Exactly. We have the 3 meals a day and social workers and all that stuff. So we're really set up for that, right? So that's what we have over here. That's more or less what's going on. I want to take you into the meeting room so you can meet with some of the administration. Not too many English speakers amongst us. I've been here since 7, okay? Les, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. This is Glassman. Nice to meet you. I've actually brought interesting Bruce. Bruce is from New Zealand.
Southern New South Wales.
Oh, okay. Nice. This is actually in the front page now.
Oh, nice.
There's an article of his in the front page of the Post. He's here for the International Sample Exhibition. And Bruce is an exhibition on the Holocaust. Oh, true. And he gave Bruce and
basically finally meet somebody I managed to find some material, family material. Yeah. Got to meet them just about 2 days ago. Give them some stuff. They did. So that's pretty special.
It's a really nice, so there's a big Australian contingent of the exhibition as well. And the boys from here, from Boys Town, came to the exhibition that Johnny had organised.
Where was the exhibition?
It's at the Soul, it's still Where? At the International Convention Centre. There's a very big Australian contingent.
Today's a recent place too.
I just saw at the airport the Australian Chamber of Commerce's got a whole delegation.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, we're on the phone. We've usually got a delegation here every week. And most of them are reasonably close to Bali, something like that.
Rabbi Mayor,
Nice to meet you, Chris Cannan.
and his grandfather actually started the institution in 1948.
Terrific, wow.
His grandfather was American, but he's continuing, and actually his father was the dean of the school. Actually, be here any minute. He's coming from outside. So, then let's go into
Do you want a video? Should we video inside?
I carry this.
Thank you.
That gives me like 30 seconds to send a text message.
Take your make yourself at home. אני מיד פשוט באמצע זה מסרון, אבל זה מיד בסוף פרויקט.
Oh, this is so nice of you.
Well, yes, but to be honest though, we've just started. So I've done nothing. What we've done is we've got a tax deductible status, we've got a bank account, and we're going to kick it off. And so I've come out because I want to see my and I'm going on to Europe after this. And I wanted to meet Johnny, and I wanted to come and see Boys Town.
It's the first time I've been
In Israel.
not on board.
In Boys Town, yes. I've been to Jerusalem many times, but I've never. I wanted to see something that was 18 acres. I mean, that's a lot of land. So it's very good. It's really impressive.
So what's the idea with Boys Town Australia? Boys Town
Well,
Jerusalem,
look,
Australia?
fundamentally, we just want to help raise money to support Boys Town Jerusalem.
Okay, gotcha.
Because, and to be honest with you, I'm a 35-year practicing lawyer, so I'm doing my due diligence. I wanted to make sure it is what it is. And I've had a number of friends that have come here and said it's really good, but I want to see it for myself. You know, we've got DGR status in Australia, so I feel some degree of obligation to make sure that it is what it represents to be.
I just want to call a spade a spade. When we started opening up the charity, he basically asked for all of our financials from all of our offices worldwide to make sure we were okay. and we passed this test, so I was happy. He actually has a good friend. He's a good friend who's one of our trustees in England.
That's how I got dropped in. So there are issues, I mean, we have dormitories there, and I don't need to go into the ins and outs. That raised a whole lot of implications. I was very impressed with John's very honest responses about when I confronted that issue. I said, well, how do you deal with that issue? Because you don't need to go into the detail of that.
No,
it's a pretty serious issue, and we're not, it's not just the Catholic Church, I can assure you. So, but it's good. So, I'm very pleased to be here.
So it's 1,000.
A little bit under 1,000 boys.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite the operation. Like I said, the boys up until 18, they'll learn here, and then they have to go to the army, unless they are accepted to the deferred program. So
And they come from all over Israel?
They come from all over the world, actually.
All over the world?
Yeah,
So Jewish kids from where? From States or?
Not actually from the States. We actually have very few English speakers. I'm going to try to intermingle them with you as they're here, but boys from Russia, former Soviet Union, Ethiopia, France, because of the increased anti-Semitism over there.
Yeah. No Australian kids, though.
Nice. A couple from the city.
Rabbi, very pleased to meet you. Chris Cannan, pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Rabbi, please. Mr. Rabbi's father founded the school in 1940.
Yeah, I heard. A tremendous institution that your father found.
70 years ago.
70 years already. You make me feel old.
As old as Israel, which is no bad thing.
Can you imagine somebody coming at the age of 40, 42, 1949, 1950, at that time they were bringing hundreds of thousands of immigrants from the North African countries. He was a high school principal in the States. And he saw what was going on. The government couldn't handle all this. They didn't have the housing for them, they didn't have schooling for them. Here comes a man all by himself and he says,
On his own,
I'm going to make a change here. I'm going to do something about it. He had no backing. He didn't belong to any political party. That was one of his principles. They didn't have any connections with any parties. The main object was education. And he signed contracts for millions and millions of dollars. And then he would go out back in the United States looking for the money. That's how he worked. That's how he moved up this. Of course, with the help of the good Lord upstairs.
And boys helps to have that guy on side.
Without that, you can't move.
Indeed.
Without that, you can't move. And that's what we have today. We have close to 900 students, over 7,000 graduates. All the students serve in the Army, the Air Force, whatever it is, and different businesses. That's the story of Boys Town.
So that's terrific. And once the boys
We
graduate,
have a problem with the name Boys Town. You know, in America they have Father Flanagan has
Yeah.
the Boys Town,
okay,
and they think that we are connected with Father Flanagan.
but you're not.
I wouldn't mind having his bank account.
Yeah.
He's got about $600 million stored away over there.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
We can use
they,
that.
they do good work, the Boys Town.
Then you wouldn't have to go to Australia.
Yeah, I'm vaguely familiar with the name, but I don't know the details of the US Boys Town. But
Yes.
the boys here, when they graduate and go on to military or business or whatever, government, I guess, do they maintain? Is there like an alumni type? Do they
Yes,
maintain
yes,
a
yes, the only
And
thing
part
I
of
do
also
like
comes
to-
under my office's domain that we're supposed to try, to be in touch with all of them, to see actually where they got to. I'm sure you're familiar, he just got out of the army, Yoav Mordechai, he was the one, the governor, coordinator for the territories for the government.
Polly Mordecai.
Yeah.
Ah,
So he's our grad,
he's really.
1982.
Yeah, I know. I've met him a couple of times.
Okay.
He's just finished up.
Just finished up,
Very
right,
interesting guy.
But it was actually fun. I just spoke to him a couple weeks ago, and I said, "Yeah, I want to please speak to our charities, on behalf of the school." He says, "Yeah, sure. Where do you have offices?" I told him the States and Canada and in England. And I said, "We have a new one in Australia." He's like, "Australia? How did you get to Australia?" He's like, "Maybe I'll go. I don't know."
He's a
great
guy. Yeah, that's
So
terrific.
he's one of our boys, and we have also squadron pilots and all kinds of the boys that are definitely out there. In fact, even in the Knesset, the printing press. I told you we have printing presses
Yes,
here.
yes.
The head of the printing press is also one of our graduates from we have printing press, and the 3 people working there are also our graduates. So they thank God, the idea is to get them out of the cycle of poverty and to really,
And how do you identify, or how is it that the children, the boys, find their way to you? Is it an application process, or is it referrals
Right,
from
so it's actually
communities?
changed in the past couple of years. Boys who want to come to the school, the youngest boys, they have to go through the municipality, Jerusalem municipality.
Right.
We're not allowed to actively recruit, quote unquote,
Yep,
to make sure that they're really the best for the school and that we're good for them. The thing is that as opposed to other schools, where our last question is, can you afford the tuition? A lot of other schools, that's the first question. Can you afford tuition? And then that's the end of the interview. By us, that's the last question. It's not just a cliche, it's true. But we want to make sure that the boys will succeed. So most of our boys, they're good, wholesome boys.
Yeah.
They just got dealt bad life.
Bad hand.
Yeah, bad hand, exactly. So, but they're good boys on the whole. Like you notice, we walk in the hallways, I can say for sure, but you probably won't see any serious discipline issues because they are good boys. You know what I'm saying? So we just try to make sure they have whatever they need.
And there's the opportunity for financial assistance for those that don't have the tuition.
Every
funding.
boy here is on financial assistance.
Yeah.
About a third.
Scholarships.
That sort of goes with the
That's what we raise funds on.
90% are on scholarships.
A third of the boys don't pay a penny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll make some more introductions. People walked in.
Please,
Amir Kesar is the general manager of the school.
Nice to meet you.
Rabbi Elimelech is the head Hebrew principal of the school. And
So she
I'm the
writes-
imposter here.
Right, she writes everything in English, so if something else to call later on, we'll throw
Okay.
all this, obviously. It'll be in her Little Rock, Arkansas vernacular.
Okay.
All right? Something before we get running, because I want to make sure you're out here on time.
Well, look, this is so nice that I feel like I must avail of a little bit of your spirit thing there. Presented it so beautifully.
It's magnificently good.
Very much.
Everything here is from on campus, because we don't want the boys to go off campus looking for food, seriously. So, before your time, but outside the old city gates, there's a,
Listen, any time you want to have a good meal, you can always come in. Come in here unannounced, just go down to the kitchen, you get a great meal.
You know, careful what you offer, I might take you up on
I
it.
guarantee you a better meal than the King David.
I'm going to be later, so
All our supporters that come to King David, they come to eat here, they said the food is much better.
all right, okay, good.
actually the Philippine embassy, their staff sometimes when they go to Yad Vashem, they come here and they have lunch, because we had a whole thing here with the Philippine box, maybe later, but because we're in Yad Vashem, so it has happened. What I was saying is, outside the old city is the Dan Pearl Hotel, closed down. The Dan Pearl, it's like a 3-floor hotel. And they laid everybody off with the second intifada because of lack of tourism. So we got the chef. So he's been here ever since. So it's like, so the food is really at a high level.
It wasn't upside the intifada.
Yeah, exactly, right.
For a good shit, there was something.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to run you through the school a little bit. Make sure you're out on time as promised. Melissa, what's her name? She's taking care of
Melissa,
you.
yeah, she takes good care of me.
Okay, good. Very good. And we'll interact maybe with a couple of the students on the way as
That'll
well.
be lovely.
Any questions or anything, by all means, please feel free to bring the
I'm very impressed you've got these little Australian flags.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got they're Australian, not New Zealand flags. sometimes people make a mistake. I think it's usually when the New Zealand people come and they bring out the Australian flag. So congratulations.
When we had the Philippine ambassador here for the first time, we had already 3. We didn't know that if you hang up the flag, the red up means a war.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
right.
learned the hard way. I was talk about a diplomatic snap moment, but thank God, ever since then we know that the blue is up, blue is heaven, blue is peace, and we
Okay. Gotcha.
we know. Now we know.
Meeting my wife.
Okay. Part of our drainage system here. Now that's still from the 60s. Nothing about that?
This is just, but I did want to come to Boys Town, because I wanted to look at it myself.
Oh, you're here. Tzvi, does it work? Tzvi?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a quick word about what's going on over here. This is part of the College of Applied Engineering. The boys, they're allowed to defer their service for at least 2 years. They go over here engineering and electronics, communication, depending on what they're going to do in the Army. So every year they have a year-end project that they have to do that shows that they can actually apply everything that they learned here prior to going to the Army. Tzvi actually graduated. Oh, Tzvi, where are you going this year?
Army, September.
Army, September. Which one? Which part of the Army?
I think Telnov.
I think Telnov. In other words, the Air Force. Telnov is a big base near outside of Rockland, that area?
Yeah, I know the area.
Yeah, okay, so that's where he's gonna be going. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
So this is his year-end project. He'll explain it to you in his English.
It's an elevator with 6 doors.
Say again, sorry.
It's an elevator.
Oh, okay, right.
And you can get to the 2nd floor with a fingerprint scanner, or the 3rd floor with a access card. So if I go to the 2nd floor, finger, do that.
Oh, that was biometrically activated, was it, with your?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
My thumb. And then the 3rd floor can. Like at the hotel.
Yeah.
That's why this works.
Nice car.
That's
You
amazing.
built that. Well done.
That's impressive, hey? Wow.
Yeah, and also go to the first floors out and then secure it.
So everything was built here on campus from scratch. That's a lot of what they do, right? You've done other things as well, like.
And this is my partner's project, which is
Who's that?
that's my partner. He has a emergency button, which wirelessly sends emergency signal to here,
Wow.
and then just keep
It's
going.
wireless.
Wireless,
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna. You can breathe now. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine. It worked. Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. All right.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Terrific.
All right, we're gonna move on. All right. To that, what picture? Picture.
Steve, would you
Yes, sir.
Do you mind taking a photo with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Wait a second. Wait. Let's take a look. Okay. Wait. Look at me. Wait. Shoshana, there at me. Okay. Look at me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Great.
My turn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck in the year for us. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah. I've experienced it. It's nice to have.
Yeah. So it'll be like two or 3 years. And
Yeah.
Yeah. And how old are you now?
Now 20.
20. Okay. Excellent.
So another thing that we try to do is, just things that help with society, right? Also different kinds of inventions and stuff. So this actually is, unfortunately in Israel, I'm sure also in Australia, where kids are forgotten in the car in the hot summer days.
Yeah. It's an issue. Yeah.
Exactly. So this was made over here. That this is, let's say, the child is left in the car. Right? Is that it? Oh, sorry. You said it works. Okay. I thought it wasn't connected. Right. So this is also something the boys worked on. The boys who worked on this, a lot of them are not here because they're literally getting drafted in the next few days.
Wow. Okay. That's that time of year.
Yeah. Right. So it's as if. Right. The car's going. Translating it. The car's going.
Switch off, סוגרים עכשיו ועוצרים.
Car shut off.
Swan.
See over here. This is turning. This is
Open the window.
opening the window automatically.
Oh, okay.
And it's screaming, "Come save me! They forgot me! They forgot me!" And it sends text messages. There's a SIM card, and it sends text messages to the parents. "You forgot me! Come back and get me!"
Send the SMS for the telephone.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
So again, all kinds of things that can help society.
Dealing with
keep us involved.
social problems and finding solutions.
Yeah. All right. We're moving.
That's,
Okay? הצלחה שיהיה.
wow, yes, it's amazing. Hey?
בבקשה ששלום.
Sure, that's incredible.
Three months. Okay. This is some of our Australian connection at the school. Your mother is from?
Oh, where?
Melbourne.
Melbourne. Great. Good.
Right. And these are boys a part of the. Tell them a little bit about what we do here with the Lego, okay? And then Oriel will talk about it a little bit more.
So we make robots of the Lego, all kinds of complex stuff. And you see this,
So louder, we don't hear you.
it's, yeah.
Say again, sorry?
Each need is like a race kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of schools, places come together. With the robots that they build, it's really for them. And whoever's the best, keep it going to next place.
Okay.
And after that, to whoever wants to come out, to all go together.
So it's a Lego robotics competition. Type
Yes.
thing, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or FL.
So you sorry.
Sorry.
So you made these yourself. You designed and built this.
Yes.
We designed the robots. The
Some-
mission,
Yeah.
the mission is just like this.
Missions and stuff.
Oriel, you want to tell a little bit? He's one of the mentors. He started off here already 7th grade with doing this.
Yeah.
So Oriel, you want to explain a little bit what this year's project was?
Okay, okay, basically the FL is a part of few competitions of first organization. And this competition specifically is about robots that made from Lego. These people made these robots from scratch. They thought about what would be the best way to build a robot and to do the missions.
Yeah.
You see, the subject was about hydrodynamics, meaning to how to save water and how to just make that won't be waste of water. And there were a lot of missions like to pull things up and put him in the base. Pull things stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every year the missions are changing. One part of the competition of the FLL is a scientific project. This project was, I think, for 3 years. And the project, the theme of this year was about education. So this was one of my group projects. Me and my friends thought about how we could to make education more easy to kids, how we can educate kids to learn to play music in easy way. So we thought about this pet. You put it over piano and you can see.
It lights up.
Pardon?
It lights up on
Yeah,
the
it
piano.
lights up. Yeah,
and you want to
it
put your
lights
hands.
up here, where you need to press, click to play your play a song or whatever you want.
And then you hook it up to some sound.
Yeah, you could have some sound. You could have to a computer or whatever. And the idea was that you can download from your phone. You want to make a special app that you could download your phone song that you want. And this is
Sing it.
just
And play it on
yeah. The next level is the FTC. We started to participate in the FTC this year. The FTC is like the advanced level. You made your robot from a metal part. You can make them from whatever you want, like wood, metal, plastic, I don't know. And the idea is to create a group that starts from 8th grade, 7th grade, to think about robotics and about science and about things that matters to our society and like scientific part. And after that, beginning from scratch from Lego, and after that to get to the bigger stuff like metal. And this gives a lot of experience and a lot of from the educational side, you give a lot of values and about society and stuff like that.
So the kids that do the robotic stuff here, they like volunteer to do it? It's like a special group, or
it's volunteering. So if you want to,
like a sort of club in a way.
Robotic. We call that robotic club.
Extracurricular. Yeah. You see, they've won quite a few trophies over the past couple of years as well.
Oh, they're the trophies, of course.
Wow.
Wow. Congratulations. Good work, guys.
This past year, they actually won the best award in the Jerusalem area for the best idea, which was a water-saving idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned it?
Yeah,
sorry, I was talking to someone else. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We talks about presentation, about mechanics, about programming. Yeah.
All right.
It's nice.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Send me some photos later. Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Send you-
Well done, guys. Good work. Excellent. Yeah, nice to meet you too. And good luck with your robotics competition. Good luck with your too. That's very impressive.
This is just Mark on.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you. Les, cheers.
All right. Thank you for the explanation. Thank you, guys. See you.
Appreciate a look inside. That's okay.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just find you guys around. It's easiest one.
Fast to know that boys gave the ultimate sacrifice, and they're not much older than they are.
No, that's all part of the national story.
Absolutely. So with your permission, we ask everybody who comes to light a candle over here, a memorial candle.
We're happy to do that.
I'm an American, right? So Memorial Day in America was just this past Monday, when we all go to the Jersey Shore.
Yes,
A little bit different in Israel, as you know, you've been here. So for us, it's
So just light it.
yeah, please.
Bruce, this is a memorial to all the boys who were once graduates who fell in the different wars. So they light a memorial candle. So he lit there. But this is just the story of all the. So it will be like eternal memory.
Who would be the most famous graduate from here?
Shoshana. Okay.
He's in his camera.
I don't know. It's a good question. Shoshana, Bruce asked who would be one of the most famous graduates of Boys Town. I think there's a lot.
Holy Mordecai is
Yeah.
very horrendous, but they have a judge.
They've got a judge, yeah.
There's someone in charge of he started desalination plant in Ashkelon. He has a huge There's someone who opened from robotics his own company in robotics.
They actually, they're singers. They were on The Voice in Israel.
Seriously?
Yeah, so they're fantastic. Yeah. It's just a quick story. We're just actually gonna walk somewhere else. But this is a synagogue that was actually imported from the States. How familiar are you with Manhattan?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so in North Manhattan is a place called the Bronx.
Yes, of course.
Okay, which was a large Jewish community, early 1900s.
Back in the
And over the years, different population, I want to say which one, ended up moving in to the Bronx. Basically pushed out the Jewish population. So many synagogues closed down. And there was one that they said we're going to ship our Holy Ark from the Bronx, so you guys can still have it in Jerusalem, even though the synagogue's closing down.
Wow.
With all their memorial plaques.
This comes
from the Bronx.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
All the memorial
amazing.
plaques, so we can still remember them, even though the Jewish community died out.
With the tour?
So we still remember them.
With the tour as well?
And this synagogue is actually used by the college
What? They come with
Sefer Torah?
Sefer Torah?
But,
Like that.
you know,
Came in pieces.
in Renana there's a South African show. Exactly the same, yeah.
Wow. That's exactly what it is.
Wow, just wow, this is amazing. It's such a wonderful memory. Bruce, this was a synagogue in the Bronx, in the States. So it was closing down, so they sent everything to here with their memorial and everything. So it will be a good memory.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good way to keep something alive too, isn't it?
Is our memorial to the righteous Gentile.
Memorial to the what?
Righteous Gentile.
Right, just like they have in Yad Vashem.
Exactly. Because, and I'll explain what the difference is in a second, but very important to us, the boys know you don't have to be Jewish to do the right thing at the right time. And even when they're going back and forth to the dormitories, they have to pass it. Okay, so it's very important. This story actually started in 1996 with the Dutch consul Jan Zwartendijk, who one of our donors, who's a professor of history in West Georgia, United States, he said this person never got proper respect for what he did, and he issued 2,200 visas to the Dutch consul in Lithuania, basically sending Jews through the island of Carousel, which they never had.
No.
And they were saved by going out to Shanghai. And then that's quite a story. Since then, we've had other stories that Yad Vashem didn't necessarily pick up on, and through our donors and friends throughout the world, like we have 5 offices. So they've come to us, and most recently the Philippines. Yeah, so how many people know, but the Philippines rented them with issued 10,000 German Jews.
Really? I didn't know that.
Why didn't you know that? Because Yad Vashem will not give them respect as a righteous Gentile.
Righteous motivation.
Why not? Because they didn't do it under Nazi duress. Or they didn't save Jews under Nazi duress, which is what the Knesset law is to be righteous motivation.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's got a specific definition.
Exactly.
I realize this.
Exactly. So, but at Boys Town we said, who the fuck cares? You know, you did the right thing at the right time.
Still a great thing.
So we had a huge thing here with the entire, entire student body.
Yeah.
The only place we could fit in was on this amphitheater. The United Nations showed up because the Philippines was on for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? Ministry of Foreign Affairs members was here. Right? And the Philippine ambassador and embassy, and I went to the Philippines twice as part of this program. And who else had to come? Yad Vashem, because they look pretty bad.
Yeah.
So they did end up coming in the end.
That's kind of cool. Oscar Schindler technically didn't do it under Nazi duress. He did it voluntarily.
No, but he could have been killed. He could have been
But you
killed.
know, Sugihara was only given a year before he was he passed away.
Right, so that's all part of the same story, right? And Dr. Glassman's involved with that a little bit.
They've got a great thing that I was at for the opening of the MFA, which recognises the various diplomats and consular staff around the world that did things, and possibly the Dutch guys there as well.
Right, yeah.
There's about 30 odd people that gave visas and
Right,
tried to
right,
help.
yeah, which again was he was literally risking his life when they were giving them out. So
course.
the unfortunate part of the story, quote unquote, is that only 1,100 Jews actually took them up on these visas to get out because what the hell's going to happen in Germany anyway, and we're the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
But they were saved. Some of them were killed as Filipinos, but they were ultimately saved. And I met with a few of the survivors.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite a story. Mind if we take a picture? With the sun in their eyes. Not just that shot.
Let me just refresh my eyes.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Great. Okay, thank you. Watch this stuff, please. Slow-mo. Slow-mo. He's also our own boys working here. And he designed this room that he could teach, right? And at the same time have boys virtually wire offices. And I've seen them actually, they virtually wire government offices here. They virtually wire government offices here from this center right here. And three-dimensional where the unit 8200. Touch with him very often. There's a lot of anti-cyber terrorism here as well. It's a very hot topic.
So Israel's a leader on cybersecurity.
Let's just start somewhere. Right? So This is where it started.
How are you?
Inculcating about cybersecurity and high-tech stuff.
The boys that are really look at what's called the CCNA, Certified System Network. They've already become a technician as soon as they get out of school.
Oh, really?
We have the first initiative from
1999, I thought.
So they come out with accreditation or whatever as a Cisco
Cisco Certified Academy Associate.
And it's in English primarily, so
English is very difficult.
You're teaching English.
everybody has to learn English. Must. Depends on what level. It's 3 or 4 or 5 units. You must. For many reasons, but also it's good for them. Also, most of our donors speak English, right? So that they have to really be involved in English.
Yeah, to keep it going into this startup type, high-tech world.
They must study English in high level because everything is global. All the technical English is very difficult for them.
And what proportion of kids will do, obviously, military, and after that, some people become technicians or whatever, do they also go to university?
And they came and used a lot of the credits that are here towards the university. Oh, really? Especially the boys in the college for applied engineering. It's like you have to board the board of the elevator. They'll be able to use those credits and be able to use them for a bachelor's degree.
Some credits towards
We actually have a program together with Jerusalem College of Technology. You can get your bachelor's of science in engineering starting here at the school. So yeah, it's fantastic. Again, considering the background, where they're coming from, kids in the world. Great. Someone, do we have what to show over there? Do we have what to show over there?
יש לנו משהו באמצע.
You probably have one of these at home, just in case you don't.
Oh, really? Who? Sorry, your
His sons. Apparently, you met their father.
They're
twins.
Yeah. What's his name? At the NG monitor. Yeah, I did. Terrific. Great to see you.
I said we have boys from everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So
Show what we have over here.
what we do is
Here, can you want to take it on the other side?
this is a 3D printing machine.
Yeah.
So it makes this kind of thing.
Fantastic.
Yes. So how it works is we go to the computer. We design it. Over here. We go like this, and then we actually design it, and then we send it to component, so it comes out. And then when it uploads, so we make it big or small, and then it goes over here, and then it heats up to 200 degrees, and then it stops printing plastic. It uses this. What makes it. It's like glue that makes it water, to make it strong.
How long does it take to print a kangaroo like that?
This took us like 1 hour.
1 hour, wow.
And a half. But now we're printing one bigger it will take us like 3 hours.
Wow. That's good. And you get taught the software you use to do the design. You learn that here.
Teacher. The teacher.
It's my next door neighbor's grandkids.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
such a small world.
Small world. Fantastic. Great stuff, guys.
Dr. Howard, הוא הבקר שלהם.
נכון.
זה הסבא שלהם. זה הסבא. And Ambassador, their grandfather was the dentist here in Boys Town many years ago.
Oh, really?
It's very small, yeah.
I asked that if you could please speak to this class because they're one of our best.
Okay. Yeah. Put you on the side.
Whatever works for you.
Their grandfather was the dentist here. Dr. Howard. He's my next door neighbor.
My name's Chris Cannan, and as you may know, I'm the Australian ambassador in Israel. I've been in Israel as ambassador for about almost 1 year, 11 months, so it's been a terrific time to be an Australian ambassador in Israel. Because as you may know, Australia and Israel, here's our flags, Australia and Israel have a very, very close relationship over many, many years. And a major highlight for me, there we go. A major highlight for me last year was in October, November, the Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull came to Israel. And earlier that year in February, Prime Minister Netanyahu came to Australia from Israel. So there was, our Prime Ministers visited each other's countries last year, which was a major event for us. And in fact, our Prime Minister was here to commemorate 100 years since the Battle of Beersheba. I'm not sure what your history curriculum is like, but that was a famous battle in the 31st of October 1917, where the Australian Army, with the New Zealand and the other British Army, took the town of Beersheba. It was a very famous cavalry charge. Then that led to the fall of the Ottoman Empire and the taking of Jerusalem, and then the rest
is history. So my point there is that Australia has been around this country for a long time, and we've been friends with Israel for a very long time. And it's terrific to see the work that you're doing here and in IT and high tech and engineering, because also when it comes to Australia and Israel, that's a big part of what we do here at the embassy. We have many Australian high tech startups, early Australian startups. They come to Israel to find out about Israel, the startup nation, and to meet with people at the universities and the high tech companies here. So we're seeing a big demand for Australian companies wanting to come to talk about their products and their ideas and their technology and to learn from Israel. And that's a fantastic part, innovation relationship between Australia and Israel. So it's a part of the job that I really enjoy, bringing Australian business people through here to learn from Israel, to contribute to Israel and to do business together. So it's really pleased me to see the work that you're doing here, the skills and the technology that you guys are learning, which I know that you will apply both in the military, of course, but also when you leave the military and work for Israeli businesses and come up with great ideas to everyday solutions, helping Israel, helping your economy, helping your country, and helping the world. So it's important work that you're doing here, the skills that you're learning, and I've been very impressed with the tour of Boys Town. It seems like a terrific institution. So I would say to you, study hard, work hard, and you'll have a terrific future in a country that really is going places, particularly when it comes to high tech and engineering. So enjoy the rest of your studies, and I wish you well in your future. If you want to ask any questions or something of me, do we have a couple of minutes?
Yeah, we have a few. I know he wanted to ask. He asked me beforehand. So.
Please, yeah.
How do you see the relationship between Israel and Australia in, say, 5 years?
In 5 years' time? I think similar to now, because we're very close, and it doesn't really matter which political party is in Australia. The relationship we have with Israel is very close. It has been for 70 years since the creation of Israel and the creation of this school 70 years ago. But I think what we'll see is closer and more business and trade links. That's growing well. Australian investment in Israel, some Israel investment in Australia, and in fact many Israeli companies, high-tech companies, are coming to Australia to list on the Australian Stock Exchange. So there's lots of business links between our two countries. So I think that will be more. I would love to see direct flights between Australia and Israel. At the moment, it's a long route. So hopefully we can get some direct flights sometime in the next few years. But I have no doubt that our relationship will be very strong in 5 years as it is right now. I'm very confident about that. I'll be gone by then, unfortunately, but we're a long way away, but we're close friends. Any other questions?
There's another question. You told me one's going to come. I think he's actually ready to a test, but in case he doesn't make it here in time. Let me ask, what was your craziest experience as a diplomat? That's what he said to me in my office a few minutes before we started.
My craziest experience?
Craziest experience as a diplomat.
I haven't had too many crazy experiences. I lived in the Philippines I lived in the Philippines, and that's an interesting country where lots of things happen. And I spent some time in Papua New Guinea, which is a developing country to the immediate north of Australia, a big, rather poor country, very close to Australia. One of the interesting things I did is I was a civilian part of a team led by the Australian Army. So I got to fly around helicopters, go into isolated mountain villages to talk to the people about the peace agreement that we had at that time. So that was my most fun time as a diplomat, getting out there to see communities in the middle of the jungle, and really made a difference. So I've been very lucky to have I'm fortunate. Australia is a country of good opportunity. My dad was a house painter. He wasn't a rich man, we have a good education system, and I worked hard, I studied hard, and I was lucky enough to join the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade and become a diplomat. And I've had some great experiences, and this is probably my most happy experience so far is to be appointed as Australian ambassador to Israel. It's my first time as an ambassador. My parents, my mother was very, very proud, and I think it's a terrific country to be ambassador in for the first time because we have a connection between Australia and Israel.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
We'll move on. That was the boy who wanted to ask that question about me. Sorry about that. I just asked. We have it on video, so we'll show it to you. We'll get to the answer. All right?
Cheers, guys. Take care.
The first one over here on the right, and there's another one on the left, and then there's two more even after that. Okay. So quite a large cannon.
The wonderful thing about Jerusalem is the way the planning guidelines, everything's in Jerusalem
Right,
stone.
Jerusalem stone, exactly.
It blends into the environment
Right.
so well.
But even now we're renovating, you see over there, we're doing construction because the Ministry of Education said that everything has to be renovated now. The bathrooms have to be inside the rooms. We didn't have that when we built in the 60s.
Okay, no.
Right, so the whole code has changed. Of course, they make us change things without paying for it. That's why it's a fundraise, but that's how it is. I want to show over here a very interesting
Curriculum and pastoral care that happens here is very impressive, and particularly the focus on high technology, on engineering. The kids seem to be great, very focused, very studious. Seems like a terrific institution. So it was a pleasure to be here. No worries.
What? No. Just David, okay? We're gonna